Hi, my name's Steve Munkley, and in 2016 I'm going to be the Salon Director for Hotelympia. I was over the moon to be asked to take on this wonderful project, and we've got some great exciting new pieces for you at the show. I'd like to start by telling you about the wonderful composition zone that we have on the website. Hopefully we'll be answering all your questions and making it so much easier for you to enter the competitions. The Skills Theatre is also another new area that's very close to my heart. Having for many years now worked with young people, I really do think that getting them into competitions and actually getting involved in this sort of thing at a young age helps their career development. And we have a new Skills Theatre that is really directed at them. They'll be able to come along and do short 20 and 30 minutes competitions, just showing their skill level and having it judged by some very experienced guys that will be very, very good at giving them feedback and showing them how they really want to see them progress. This year also sees the introduction of a slightly changed parade of chefs. I felt there needed to be a little bit more competition in there, so we're going to have daily head-to-heads between sectors within the industry. I also thought it was a good time to allow them to spend more time concentrating on getting ready for the service period, so we're only asking for them to provide 40% of the mise en place actually at the show, and they're able to bring 60% with them, so they really can get that meal period working to the best effect as they would do in a realistic working environment. This year you're going to be treated to a wonderful start to your experience at Hotelympia. We're going to be lining the boulevard up with all them fantastic sugar pieces that the guys have been producing. You'll have to walk past them to get in, so please take some time to have a look, because they spend hours over these pieces and some of them are absolutely stunning. Okay, I also know that chefs are very competitive, and I thought to myself, you know, very similar to what the Olympics do, we should have a competition table showing how many gold medals the different organisations, colleges, hotels, restaurants are going to get. So every day there's going to be a big board up that's going to be telling you who's won the most medals in which categories, and there's going to be a prize at the end of the week for those that have. I'm sure the colleges are going to get in there and really push this one, because they'll be the guys that can win the most medals, but at the end of the day it's the gold medals that are really going to tally up there, and that will just add a little bit more excitement. This will all be linked to this new exciting website that I mentioned earlier, where you really are going to be able to get lots of information, and that table will be up there for you as well. We're just hoping that this year's Hotelympia is going to be a wonderful experience for chefs. There'll be plenty there for you to see. You'll be able to move from one zone to another. We'll have our usual live theatre kicking off early in the morning with some fantastic new competitions in there. You'll be able to see chefs creating wonderful things with dough balls. You'll see chef and potter, Churchill china, mixing how the chef works with plates. The good old Sodexo Chef of the Year is still there, and many, many more. Hotelympia this year is going to be an exciting place to be. This year I've introduced chairmen and judges for each of the different sections in the salon. And in the static, Mark Hill, a very proficient competitor himself, has added some new exciting competitions in there. Tweaking slightly with the old school, but bringing in some new ideas. Static is something that is really special for some people. They don't particularly like standing in front of a crowd. They like to work quietly on their own out the back. But the quality of the dishes that they provide us to judge are just as good. And this year we've got competitions for every level of competence. Whether it's your first competition and you just want to try doing something different, to those of you that are on the world-class stage, Mark has got a competition for you. So don't forget about static. It's still there, it's live and it's kicking. At this year's live theatre we're hoping to bring in some of the top chefs in this country. Some of them celebrities, some you'll see on television, but that will be you brushing shoulders with them, competing for them, having them judge you, having them discuss and give you feedback on your dishes. You know, where else can you get that in this country? The only place, Hotelympia 2016.